Hi YouTube fans, the people just randomly strolled across this video. It's by Aldersbacher Brewery. The brewery is located in Aldersbach, Germany. Looks like the brewery's been around since 1268, so a few days at least. Very simple name, Urhell. I looked up what Urhell means. I read two different things. One place said it's like a Dortmunder lager or Dortmunder export. Another said a Helles lager. From what I can gather, they're pretty similar. Here's what the label looks like. I've noticed most German beers have pretty basic labels to them, which is fine. They make up for the basic labels in quality. There are no more details on the bottle at all. This is an all year round beer. This bottle cost me $3.29. As with all German beers I've had, they don't give an indication what's in it. The only thing I could find was on the importer website. The only beer available at the brewery's browse to fine and lightly hopped for a unique drinking experience. Slightly sweet malty profile with a clean hop finish that is the classic beer of Bavaria. Golden pale in color with bright carbonation. What I expect from it is pretty much what they're saying. A little bit sweet and malty. That tells me it probably has a little bit of wheat in it. The maltiness could come from a variety of different malts. That could come from a Vienna, from a Munich, from a Care Munich. A clean hop finish, that doesn't really narrow it down, but they more than likely used a noble hop or something similar. I'm gonna guess it probably has a floral, maybe slightly fruity or earthy aroma. I'm expecting it to be a light body, maybe medium. 5.1% alcohol. I can't imagine this is going to be even 20 IBU, probably less. I'm not terribly familiar with the Urhell style. Most lagers tend to be bright, clean, crisp. They may have a little bit of fruitiness to them, maybe some floral, maybe a touch of maltiness, sometimes bread or cracker, doughy flavors, very light body, light mouthfeel. It is a straw color or a very light golden, very clear. So you can see my finger behind it. Nice bright color, thin head. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see the bubbles in there. So they said it's lightly carbonated, no sediment at all, so that tells me that they probably use kettle finings or keg finings. Probably a high flocculent yeast. It may have been filtered too. This does smell like a Helles lager to me. It is bright and clean. There's a little bit of fruit. The first fruits that come to mind are like an apple or a pear, maybe a little bit of grape, and they're light-skinned fruits. They're subtle, but they're really nice. A little bit of sweetness in the nose as well. It is very light body, about 80% of the roof of my mouth, light fruit notes. I'm thinking pear, apple, maybe a little bit of melon in there. But they're all soft and gentle, and it's like somebody took a light dose of them on a brush and just kind of going back across the roof of my mouth. Cleans the roof of my mouth. It doesn't really go anywhere once it hits the top of my mouth. It just stays there for just a little bit, probably not even 10 seconds, and just kind of poof and gone. There is a little bit of a lingering fruity aftertaste, but it's even lighter than when I first drank it. Not hoppy at all. I get a little bit of sweetness from it, still getting those light fruity flavors. Not really citrus. There's no candy notes. I'm not getting bread or biscuity or malty or anything at this point. They say on the website, slightly sweet malty profile. I get the sweet, just a little bit like they say. I don't get malty. I feel this is pretty thin and watery. There's not a thick mouthfeel to it, but I expected this to be a light body, and it is. The recipe is probably really simple. I don't think they probably use more than maybe 2 malts in it, maybe 3. The flavors are mostly or entirely coming from the hops. The lager yeast definitely leaves the right profile I would expect. The clean, the crisp. I think this beer has character for what it is. It tastes like a Helles lager should. Soft fruit gives a nice brushing across the top of my mouth. The fruit flavors stick around a little while like they did at the glass, and they just dissipate and there's really nothing left behind. Light body. For all practical purposes, I would say that the bottle and the glass taste the same. I can't tell any difference. No off flavors at all. I don't get any chemical, sharp, nail polish, diacetyl, rotten fruit. I do get fruit of this, but it's not rotten. It's pretty good. Astringency, DMS, mouth puckering, tea bag, paint thinner, skunked, nothing. The thing about lagers, especially when they're fairly simple, there's nothing to hide behind. Any imperfections will show. It's solid, clean, well-rounded. Will I buy it again? Absolutely. I really like this beer. Would I recommend it? Absolutely would. I've had so many that some of the ones I've had just are not that good. I think in the whole array of things, I think it's well above average. But if you narrow down the ones that seem true to the style, I think it fits in with those perfectly. I think they made this beer very accurate to the style. I like it. Aldersbacher Urhell out of Aldersbach, Germany. Pretty simple, not a lot on the label here. If you have any comments, feedback, thoughts, input, let me hear them. That's all I have for this review. I'm going to finish off my really good beer. Prost! Very nice. It's not like Kids at the Mall, just kind of takes off. I do like multi in my beer. Run my fingers along that and lick them off, so I just get a little bit of juices. That's what's reminding me of. That's a really weird way to put it. Ooh, soft and jealous, tiny toilet paper.